We have a group in PEI who are working to understand how older women are both vulnerable and very resilient and strong. Anyway, Mount Allison is going to take on the brain gym and what that really is doing for seniors, and I'm going to enroll so I can remember these things when we get going. We've got a group in Halliburton County who on their own found out about us, and they're really looking at how to have seniors, most of them cottagers who have retired, got rid of their city property and moved to the country, and they're facing retirement in a poverty-stricken county that happens to be one of the most beautiful places in Canada, but it has no services. So you've got this coming together of strong, articulate seniors, you've got a serious need, and you've got a university connection through Trent University. So they're coming on board. We've got people in the northern part of our province who are very concerned with first responders. And for them, those first responders are the seniors' lifeline. We haven't even started, and it's starting to bubble already. And over this next 2 or 3 years, it's our responsibility to reach out, to take what we've learned, the gifts that each of the people who are involved in this have given and contributed, and to get it out there and to make it work. So seniors say, when I say, well, why would you want to get involved with this? We've heard keeps you young, keeps you learning, chance to use your experience and your interests, meet new people, get involved, have fun, get some power. All of those are relevant. That's what this is all about. That's what Action Publishing can do. Why should retired academics want to get involved in this with us? Well, some of the ones I've said is it would be nice to dust off the skills and the experience I've used for so long, but do it in a way that doesn't have the politics involved. I can relate to that. Claudia can relate to that. I think that's going to be one of our major resources in this whole process. Why should academics want to get involved? Well, to build new research alliances. You know, I tell you, once both Claudia and I were dumbfounded at points in this. We made a commitment to allow the seniors groups and their wisdom carry the day. So when things went awry, we could have jumped in and flailed around and tried to save it, but we knew we had to let them figure it out. And in fact, what they did is they showed us whole new ways of doing research, whole new ways of solving problems, whole new ways of reaching out and engaging others in research. And, you know, both of us ended up saying, you know, be careful what you want, what you hope for in terms of this kind of research, because they take over, and that's the way it was supposed to be, and that's the way it was. And hopefully that's the way it will continue to be. So building those new research alliances is going to be hard. You know, it's hard for people who are used to being the experts. And hopefully maybe with a little help from the large organizations, we can start training new academics and old academics to learn about this, to figure out how to make it work. And I think that's going to be one of our big goals in this next while with the university, and in particular the Institute at through Community Health Sciences. They have an institute that is really dedicated to open access, and we're hoping that we'll be able to work in collaboration with them. So why should funders and policymakers get involved with something like this? Well, you know something? We're behind. The United Kingdom this fall, the United States last summer, both have made serious commitments to funding those projects that had authentic partnerships. Ones where the people being studied were part of the action. You know, it's coming in Canada. The joy of thinking that we can help train seniors to be full-fledged allies in new research directions is really quite exciting. And we got really quite nervous because Britain is really chomping at the bit to find a resource like this book. And we haven't even got it off the ground here. So we're going to have to move fairly quickly to keep up. And hopefully, we'll be a little ahead of the wave as the involvement of consumers and participants becomes entrenched in Canadian funding. That we'll be there and we'll be prepared.